This is the Momma Fit Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to all those mamas out there that want to fit a workout in a day, or want to fit in a moment of bliss, or hey, you want to fit into those skinny jeans. Dana Dieters is the host of Momma Fit Podcast. She's a mother of two beautiful girls, a wife, and entrepreneur. Her passion became her profession when she had a wake-up call about 15 years ago. With the support of others and a positive attitude, she was able to overcome the hurdles in her life. This mama strives to wake up and conquer each day to make it better than the day before. Her passion for business and education to others is what drives this mama to be the best version of Momma Fit. With Dana's background, she hopes to help you with your business, health and fitness needs, family time in the kitchen, and give you motivation and inspiration to tackle your day. And most importantly, to help you fit in your Momma Fit time.
Welcome back to the Momma Fit Podcast. Thank you for showing up and listening to me today. So how was your 4th of July? Mine was dirty, messy, and fun all at the same time. But now I'm back, ready to roll and dig into more work. So I had a question from a client just recently, and I wanted to bring this up in a podcast because this one is a frequent question that I get from people. And some of the questions are, why do I gain weight in the beginning of my workout program? Listen, this is a frequently asked questions from a lot of new clients, or maybe a client that I've had and they stop and then they come back. It is a subject that's full of misconceptions, half-truths, which I will clear up in this episode. As a personal trainer, early in my career, I'll be honest, I will admit, I didn't really know what was going on when a new client would see the scale go up after their first week or two. I have been training for over, almost 15 years. So the beginning, I was a hot mess. I'm really thankful all my clients really liked me right away in the beginning. I taught myself. I didn't have anyone show me the ropes. I kind of just learned as I went. And this is some of the questions that I would get, but I had no idea. So I did some digging around, and I wanted to find out what was going on with the weight gain. And through the research, it didn't take me long to find out that there are some physiological explanation. Some of the things that we have learned, that muscle does weigh more than fat and you've gained lean body mass. But in the first week or two of doing resistance training, that may not happen. So there is no possible way, and any trainer who is worth their salt should know that the hypertrophy or lean body mass growth does not happen in the first few weeks of starting to work out. The strength improves are all results of improving your neural recruitment. Of course, with the right intensity and variables in place, the lean body mass can develop and contribute to a body mass equation later on, but not in the first few weeks. So the truth is, there is actually a couple factors that can lead to weight gain when you first begin working out with weights or start back after a prolonged break. The technical name for this is called exercise-induced weight gain. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, as you wouldn't expect that word to come out with exercise and weight gain together. So no make mistake about it, though. There is a legit physiological answer for why this is possible. The first reason for weight gain could be due to water retention within the lean body mass tissue. So what happens? This is when you first start working out with weights. You'll experience some pretty significant muscle soreness. The soreness is a result of small micro tears within the muscle from being worked out and overloading the stimulus. The muscle fibers are actually being broken down. So when this happens, the body responds through a protective and repair mechanism by pushing water into the muscle cells. In essence, you'll experience the inflammation as a way to help heal and rebuild that damaged tissue. And as we know, water takes up about 60% of the human body. With increased water retention in the muscle, it's easy to see how it could gain a few pounds due to inflammation. This doesn't last long. As the inflammation in the muscle goes down, so does the water weight retention. So in short, there's likely little need to be concerned when you see this happen early on in the game. It's a natural response to your body adjusting to new workloads. As you progress with your weight training, you'll notice how you're not always sore like you were in the first week or two. This is because your body has adapted and improved with the rebuilding process. So every now and then with a high volume or heavy workload, you'll be sore, but it won't be as frequent or as long as you experience in the beginning of your weight training program. So water weight retention can certainly be the variable resulting in that early induced weight gain. The second factor is something that will require your nutrition. The other variable in exercise-induced weight gain from a physiological standpoint is to do with the increase in your metabolism and hormonal response. When you start exercising, there is a natural increase in your metabolic rate, which could be the result in you being more hungrier more often. This is a good thing in overall big picture of things, but if you don't pay attention to the calorie intake, weight gain could definitely occur. Basically, exercise triggers some individuals to overconsume calories, or they feel like they need to eat more because they are weight training. This may be physiological due to hormonal, metabolic response, but it also could be also physiological. For some, there's a faulty belief system that since they're exercising, they can be justifying more cheating meals. This is obviously a complex issue, but here is what I recommend. In the first few weeks of starting to exercise, you should look into keeping a detailed food log and track your nutrition. I know a lot of people either don't like doing that because it makes them a little wacko with the numbers. Do it one way or another, either on a MyFitnessPal where you can do, and that's where I have all my clients use MyFitnessPal. And it's a great free app that can help you track. You can even scan an item. It's really easy. If you don't like to use your phone, track it with a piece of paper. It makes you more accountable, finds out if you are overeating or not eating enough, because that's another one that could make people gain weight as well, or eating the wrong foods together. There is definitely a possibility that you're not putting your food in a great combination like I use with my clients, and that could make you also gain weight. Even put your timing down on when you eat your food. That's a big one too. You always want to make sure that you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. So I feel so strongly about the benefits of journaling your nutrition in the beginning of your exercise programming. So then we can figure out what's going on and how your body is working with the food that you're eating. I cannot begin to tell you how valuable this is on several levels. I know it sounds like it could be boring or tedious work, but experience has shown me and time and time again that people who journal are far more successful than those who don't. So bottom line with all of this, if you're paying attention to your nutrition and not over consuming calories and not eating enough, there's nothing to freak out about if you see the scale go up 2 to 3 pounds in the beginning. This is likely due to your water weight retention, and you should see the scale level back down fairly quickly. So women tend to see exercise-induced weight gain more than men in the beginning. And I've seen both sides. I mean, I've been doing this for a while. So just remember, ladies, that you can have several pounds of water weight fluctuation due to hormonal shifts throughout the month. That is why it's not important to use a scale as only measurement progress. So go by a combination of the scale, your body fat percentage, and your measurements, and maybe even take pictures. I feel like pictures say more than anything else, and easier than anything else, gauge it by things on how your clothes fit. So if your clothes are feeling looser, then you're right on track. I'd rather you not get on a scale for the first week or so. Remember, body fat loss is going to take time, so avoid the temptation to look for instant gratification. There are plenty of quick fix gimmicks that can deliver that. Take things one step at a time. Give yourself affirmations for making the commitment to exercise and eating healthy. The results will come if you stick with it, so keep it consistent. All right, that is that. I hope that helped you answer any questions. If you have dealt with this same type of situation, it's totally normal. It happens. Don't worry about it. Trust the process and keep going. If you want any more help with any of these workouts, or if you need some jumpstart on your fitness journey, let me know. I have many options that fit in any category, online, group, and personal. So give me a shout out if you need some help. Anyways, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you next week.
Thanks so much for spending your time with the Momma Fit Podcast. Dana is so happy to share her tips and tricks with you. If you loved this podcast, we'd be so happy if you could share this episode with your friends and family. Also, if you have time, please leave us a review of your honest thoughts and reflections of the podcast on iTunes or our app. We'd be so grateful. If you have any topic or suggestion that you want answered, leave those in the comments below and make sure that you fit in your Momma Fit time.